Okay, grade 8. Today we're gonna do the lesson for estimating roots, lesson 9. The book is on page 81. The lesson is on page 81. Okay? Estimating square roots and cube roots. All right. So I wrote chapter 1, lesson 9, estimate roots, September 27th is the date. All right, what does estimate mean? Estimate means it is not exact, okay? It is not exact. It's not a terminating decimal, okay? It means about. So that means you need to be thinking about rounding. When you see estimate, you will be rounding, okay? So that means your decimal will not terminate. Your decimal will not end. So that's how you know what estimate means, okay? And usually, yes, most of the time, estimate means you have a number that is not whole. Most of the times. Not all the time, most of the time, okay? All right. So, in estimating roots, it means you will be looking at numbers that are not perfect squares or perfect cubes, okay? So you'll be given a square root and the answer will not be a whole number. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Let's look at what I'm explaining here deeper. So, you see the square root of 16 is 4. So that means 16 is a perfect square. Okay? So this means 16 is a perfect square. But what about the square root of 17? 17 is not a perfect square because there's no two same numbers I can multiply. I can get 17. So 17 is not a perfect square. Seventeen is not a perfect square because there are no two same numbers that when I multiply I will get 17. Okay? So, if there is no two same numbers you can multiply to get the number under the sign, then this whole number is not a perfect square. This number here is not a perfect square. So 16 is a perfect square because 4 times 4 is 16. So the two numbers are the same, okay? The same thing with the cube. 8 is a perfect cube. 8 is a perfect cube because there's 3 same numbers. 2 times 2 times 2. There's 3 same numbers that I can multiply that will give me 8. And if I do cube root of 9, there are, not a perfect cube. 9 is not a perfect cube because there are no 3 same numbers I can multiply to give me 9. Okay? 9 is not a perfect cube. You explain there are no 3 same numbers. If it is a perfect cube, there are 3 same numbers. And you mention the 3 same numbers. Okay? All right, let us move on. Now, so when we want to estimate square roots, you draw your number line. This number line will help you. Okay?